let me get you a correction. We have to go back in time a bit. Well, literally, before like modern cars, modern engineering, bolts and nuts, before all that came out, we're all going back. There was a time we had a tribe, and the tribe was all like, it was in the middle of the world. So it was like really somewhere like close to like Lebanon, Jordan, Egypt, and now you say Israel. And at that time, what happened literally, we was on the course of growing and growing from like infantry to like major, as the days went on and gone on and on, till this point range, when it came to a really decision making, and it was a really big one. And what they decided to do, basically, like, strip villages off the rights of human minds. And it was like human minds. I won't say it was human minds at all. It was feminine. It's feminine. It's called feminine because females. It was females, and they got like took over because men always needed women. And as I done that, they took the women, and as they took the women, they carried on, and slowly, because of the man brain, how we like think and behave, and I would say it's like cells being cleverer and cleverer now. The modern era, it carried on for like hundreds of years. You getting? Don't forget we've took the women now. So obviously the same mistakes was not repeated by the same, but it was repeated by the same bloodline, and that's how like they come apart. There's really nothing about like, you know believing in God, because everyone believed in God, but and that's how he gave another a religion to another religion. If you think like, if you go back, like if in more modern era, we were saying, oh, the founder of it's in Mecca, and that's where the plan of the world was laced to the prophet into the cave on top of the mountain. But obviously, yeah, people say, oh, the mountain, it could be a different one. It could be the Mount of Olive in Palestine, where like with the reunion with a god. But anyway, there's no gods then. There's nothing about God. And the founder, he was like the game of teaching, and as the game of teaching, he never had like a name. A teaching, he had beliefs, but the name automatically changed. You get it? He was like a believing. It's something we wouldn't even believe, but he would carry on, and we carried on. Traveling in um, shepherds, but this day and age called donkeys. But that was it called shepherds, and that's how we like went to like build and move into like water by sea, by wooden, then steel, then manufacturing, traveling into like other continents, where you found different creatures, different colours, different people, and the way they lived, and that's how the manual functioned into these territories. And as they went into these territories, they always had that rule. It was always like about the female, and the female rule never changed, because obviously it was through bloodline. I was still connected, because I'm a bloodline and where it come from. So obviously, we never changed that. So we always laid the rules in set of rules, and the questions was never questionable. And the questionable because there was nothing to answer and there was nothing to say. And that's how we went into like these places, like, into like Indian Ocean, and put our sets of rules in there. And as we're done, then we got like other gods. We found another god there, and I found another god there. It still happened, and today and age, we still didn't have a name for that, for that creature. And that's what we're trying to do. And still, things ain't happen. Like, we still ain't changing. We're still moving on and trying to find another God, another creator. Like I said, don't forget the female thing, but that was like 1,000 years ago. And as the 1,000 years happened again, the bloodline never still changed. And that's why it happened, like, yeah. So with like the humanity, we all went back, and that's where we am today. You know, in 2026, and we get everything, and in this era, in the year 2026, and I like to see it. We have friends, family, you know, having enjoyable times, unforgettable times, you know, laugh at a joke, and still having nice, happy all around us. And here I am, like, yeah, it's all going great. Obviously, like, having a son and that, so don't forget, son's bloodline, you know what I mean? Then after that, obviously, you probably have your grandsons, and there's another bloodline there. So basically, just carries on and on, like from one stage to another stage. I can't really tell you about the rest of this shit, the poor shit really happens behind me, you know. Like, I'm not in control of people, I'm controlling myself. I can tell you and exactly give my opinion, what I think about them, but it does not mean I have all the control over them. Never, but I have control over myself. You get it? So my missions were set clear and calmly, and you know, simply to get a clear, modest for where we am today, in exactly in which time and date. So the situation is very clear and calm. Always keep yourself to yourself. Be fair, be equal, nice and polite. A proper, a true accomplishment as a team where everyone agrees, and that's a real accomplishment. My missions was set to go out clear and bring back what I've just told you, and that's what it was, guys. And thank you. Till next time.